Hello, everybody. Welcome to Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John, and this is the world famous Sipping Den. On this channel, I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol and coffee. How cool is that? I'll answer for you. It's real cool, and you know it is. You know what? When you do a lot of stuff like that, you have to have a perfect playlist so people can find everything you do quick and easy. And I've categorized that thing. You wouldn't believe it. The only thing I could tell you is to go into that playlist, check out those titles, and I'll see you in about a week. Because that's how long you're going to be in there, and you're going to be darn happy you did it. And the best part is, it's free. Now, everything has anything to do with alcohol. What am I doing today? Well, you saw the title. I'm doing wine. What kind of wine? Well, how about Kristof, estate-grown rosé of Pinot Noir. So here we go. Let's talk about it. All right, Kristof. They first started out when I've started being aware of them is with their cider. They have some really, really good ciders there. Started out as a cherry farm, then they started planting the apples and the grapes, and they make a fantastic cider. Now they're getting into wines. I did a Chardonnay. It was out of this world, and I'm not a big Chardonnay. I like French Burgundy, white Burgundy. But American Chardonnay in general, I don't like. Theirs was fantastic. I did a review on it. Check it out. Now, as far as, let's look at the label. First of all, look at that beautiful label. And let's read what is on this label. 2023 estate-grown rosé of Pinot Noir. Elm Hill, Carlton, America Viticultural Area, AVA. Let me explain what AVA is, American Viticultural Area. It's an area that has a unique climate or geography that differentiates it from the surrounding areas, and thus imparts a very good quality to whatever you're growing there, in this case, grapes. So that's what that is. So it's a small area within an area. That means that. Willamette Valley is where that is. So rosé, if you're used to, what was that one? Like white Zinfandel. And that's what you're thinking this is, because a lot of people do. No. A quality rosé, and there's some great ones throughout the world. Spain, Italy, especially in France, Provence. They make some beautiful, dry, crisp, refreshing rosés. Now, I've been sipping on this, so we're going to talk about this in a second. Now, rosé, of course, there's one that I know of, but most grapes, no matter what color the skin is, the juice is clear when you squeeze it. Right? You get a purple grape that's dark purple. In almost every case, when you squeeze that juice is clear. The way it gets the color, of course, is contact with the skin. That gives it color, and it gives it flavor, and it gives it tannins, and it does a lot. Well, when you have a white wine, of course, usually those are made from white or green grapes, and you can leave that in contact with the skin. You get orange wine. There's different things. I want to get off in the weeds. But to talk about rosé, that is using there's several ways to make it, but one way to make it would be to use a purple grape, a dark grape, maybe a black grape. Squeeze the juice out and it's clear, and then just give it a kiss of contact with the skin to give it the color. Okay, when it hits the color and the profile that you're looking for, because it's going to give it not all the flavor and tannin of when you're a regular Pinot Noir, the color of that, but just enough to give it a little hint of that flavor, a hint of that tannin, but keep it refreshing, fresh, and fruity. And that is, in the summer especially, why I love rosés. And think about this. It's kind of a cross between a white wine and a red wine, which means what? Which means it goes, food-wise, just about with everything. And you could put it with food, or you could drink it refreshing by itself. So I'm a fan of rosé. I've been a fan of rosé for a long time. The family came here after World War II, by the way. They were in Europe. They came here basically penniless. There's a story, you can read it online. It's interesting. They had problems in World War II. Of course, they had the Nazis invasion that invaded where they were in Eastern Europe. And then the communists took over, and they had one problem after the other. Finally got the United States, bought this farm, and are doing an unbelievably great job with it. So I'm a big fan of Kristof ciders, and so far of their Chardonnay. Now let's get into the taste of this. And once again, we got to thank Tom. I don't know if Tom wants me to use his last name, but Tom is a big fan of this channel, and he does a lot for it, and I just want to thank him. So Tom, thank you. Tom is familiar with this winery. Look at the color. Look how beautiful that is. You look how beautiful that is. Oh, man. So a lot of rosés, if they're made right, and by the way, the different grape is going to give a different flavor, right? So you got a Sangiovese. In this case, you got Pinot Noir. Every kind of red grape they make a rosé out of. Right? One of these days, I'm going to have to buy about 10 of them, and just we'll go over them all. It's a whole nother video. But right now, beautiful color. It's going to give it that kiss. And you're always going to get some floral and some beautiful notes. Watermelon, strawberry, two big ones. A lot of times you get peaches. You might get some citrus. Getting a melon, strawberry type smell. You can get raspberry. All these beautiful fruits like that come through. I've already done my acclimation sip now. Beautiful about this is, you know how acid is refreshing, right? That's why lemonade is refreshing. You don't want lemonade that's all sweet without a little bit of that tartness and that acidity. Makes your mouth water. That's what makes it so good on a hot day. So the acid here is nice. It's juicy. It makes your mouth water for more. Oh, and then on top of that, you got that watermelon. You got that kiss of water. It was a kiss of melon, but that strawberry, that raspberry. I'll tell you, chill this down on a hot day. Oh, man, or when you're watching a movie. Or like I say, with just about any food. It goes with about anything. So I am a big fan of Kristof. So if you check out my cider playlist, you'll see their ciders that I've done. My Chardonnay playlist, I'll have their Chardonnay on it. And I've got one more to do with theirs, and it's the regular Pinot, and I'm really excited about that one. All right. These grapes are actually picked when they do it for here. They pick them just when they're getting barely ripe, because you don't want what you do on the Chardonnay, right? You don't want those flavors of dried fruit and some of the other raisins, different things. You want the fresh, tart type taste, and they did it right. They know what they're doing. Getting the wine. Stay tuned for the Pinot Noir, because I believe it's their first release, and I'm excited. Pinot Noir is a very tricky grape, very delicate grape. It's hard to make a good wine about it. Let's see how they did. All right, that'll be the next one. Thank you for being here every Saturday. Wine. You like coffee? See me on Sunday. All right, and I do everything throughout the week. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next one.